Hey, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to remove the fairings on your Ducati Panigale V4, V4R, V4S, V2. They're all similar. All the tools you need is a 3mm and a 4mm Allen, hex wrench, whatever you want to call it. So to start, you got to take off the battery cover. That's a 3mm. And make sure you save this plastic washer. And for reference, the plastic washer goes on all the painted surfaces, unlike the plastic parts that aren't painted. You got 4 screws here. It'll be taken out all 3mm. It's a little tricky trying to do this with one hand, holding the camera at the same time. You see on the triple tree, I have the V4 Evo phone mount. I'll be doing a review of that in the future too. So once you get the 4 screws out, all you gotta do is pop it up. You got a couple pieces of Velcro and 2 tongs that slide in. Over here on the black plastic, you got 2 screws holding on this black plastic trim piece that give you access to 2 of the side panel screws, side fairing screws. So once you get these 2 screws out, there's a trick to getting this black piece, you'll see in the video, but you gotta slide it forward and then pop it up at the same time. It's got like a hook that holds it in. So now you got 2 screws out. You gotta be careful, you gotta slide it forward and pull up. It's attached like that on 3 different spots. See on the fairing piece itself, you get the little hooks that clip in there. Make sure you don't break it. So you got 2 3mm bolts on the inside there that attach the front fairing to the side fairing. One down here in the back by your peg. Alternator cover. There's a better look at the 2 in there. These can be a little tricky. Make sure you don't drop them. Here's a better one, and look at the alternator cover. Screw back there. One down by your clutch lever. 3 down there. And you have 3 inside. 1 lower one and 2 upper ones by the forks. These 3 are all 3mm. Then you have a 4mm right here in the middle of the nose and the front. Holds the 2 side fairings and the nose fairing together. So you're gonna remove the two upper screws that hold the side fairing to the upper fairing. I usually start from the top down, or you can start from the bottom up. And in this video, I'll show you how to remove the bottom fairing too and the inner fairing. I have was a 1/3mm bowl that has the plastic washer on it too because it's a painted surface. Make sure you keep track of your bolts. I put them in a Ziploc bag. Removing this bottom lower screw, it's a 3mm as well. Like I said before, the only tools you need are 3mm or 4mm to remove all these side fairings, inner fairing, the battery cover. It's pretty simple once you do it a couple times. There are a couple tricks to removing. You want to make sure you take it off these pins. You'll see in the videos like the side fairing has a pin you gotta, it's a trick to get off. And then the inner fairing as well, it's got a hidden 4mm bolt. Now I'm removing the three fairings by the radiator guard and the oil cooler. This one's down by the oil cooler. It's 3mm. And the two up here, also 3mm. The two up top is better to use a short Allen set, or if you have like a ratcheting wrench socket, because the fork does get in the way some. You can see I'm using a basic 3mm Allen wrench. And then you have the 4mm up under the nose, holds the two side fairings and the upper fairing together. This one as well, you need a regular 4mm. And that 4mm just comes right out. And the two side fairings sit in, they kind of clip in together. And after that, you have the three right here. They're 3mm that hold the side fairing to the lower fairing. Make sure you keep track of your washer. You see I just dropped one. If it's your first time doing this, make sure you take your time, be patient, don't scratch your body work. Now that you got all the screws out, you got some Velcro right here, you gotta pop loose, and then you gotta pull up to get it over this pen. And then after that, it's free. You just gotta wiggle it loose from the upper fairing and the radiator guard, and that's it. Comes right off. And right there, you can see the pen I was talking about. You gotta make sure you lift the fairing up so you get over that. In your lower fairing, you have 3mm, and then underneath you have 4 screws. One's a 4mm and 3 3mm. Now this is a view of the 4mm bolt on the inner fairing. You gotta kind of go up under it to get to it. You gotta remove the 3mm first, and you can pop off the side, the left side, the front side of it, and you can reach up on it to get the 4mm. There's your 3mm there, and then your 4mm there. Threads into the frame. It's a real trick to get to. Make sure you get to it and don't damage your inner fairing. So you gotta come from up underneath the fairing to get to it. It's a bit tricky. And that's it for that side. Doing the other side is exactly the same. Here's a quick time lapse of it. And thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. More content coming weekly.